Cricbuzz Comm, India in a spot of bother at Southampton. So much talk before the game of India focusing, not being complacent. Yes, it's Afghanistan who are at the bottom of the table, but they have still got India exactly where they want them at 151 for 4 in 35 overs. You've already lost the wickets of Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, KL Rahul and Vijay Shankar. So while we keep saying every time a wicket falls that, oh, it's good, somebody else will get time in the middle. But it can't keep going on.
It can't keep going on. And remember, India's batting, we are batting one shot. I mean, Shami is not the batsman that Bhuvi is. So, we have a fairly long tail today. So there's just Hardik Pandya to follow really. And then you're down to Kuldeep and the low order batsman. And this is an interesting situation because, it's not as if that there's any one point in which they sort of choke pressure or 2-3 wickets fell. There was one Jaffa, 3 bad shots, and suddenly you see India struggling out there.
Yeah, and it's a strange one. You'd have to say soft dismissals, other than for Rohit Sharma, who went early on. Virat Kohli, particularly unusual dismissal, because there are times maybe he's trying to play a really good uppish drive, he gets caught on the boundary, but on this occasion, just cutting it straight to the man.
Yeah, I mean, Virat was very well set.
And being set.
And being set. Virat was very well set. Vijay Shankar and KL Rahul, both disappointments. I thought KL Rahul's that reverse sweep, especially there is a fielder there already. I mean, that was a bit of a risk to take, and I think even Vijay Shankar would be a bit disappointed by what he did today. What it's done though is that Dhoni today is not the strike rotator that he used to be up, in one-day internationals before, and that's meant that there's a bit of scoring pressure out here, which will be interesting to see how we react to it, because just 15 overs left. How are they going to play this out now?
Interesting. Just what you said was illustrated in the last ball of the 35th over, just before we went to Cricbuzz Comm. Dhoni pushed it. It was sort of wide of the fielder. He just cantered through for a single. They kept looking and looking and looking. Nah, never mind.
So, I think it works. He tends to do that, hold up and hit towards the end. But if he eats up 25, 30 balls and then gets out trying to force the face, that'll put India into a really difficult spot, because right now we shouldn't be thinking of 300. We should be thinking of saying that, can I get to 210, 220 with about 5-6 overs to spare and then go all out,
Now, when you think of effective bowling, you're often thinking of a Rabada or a Jofra Archer coming back and someone who can bounce you out, maybe even a Mitchell Stark and Pat Cummins. But if you have a look at the Afghanistan bowling in the situation India in, on this kind of track which appears to be slower than normal, everybody's contributed. So even if you say right now we're going to bring back Naib or bring Mujib back, you still have a bit of a frown, worry on your brow.
Absolutely. Mujib's come back. He's bowling really well. But the big bonus they've got is that 5 overs from Rahmat Shah. Rahmat Shah has looked the part. He's bowled very well. He's actually got a wicket, and that meant that they've got that extra bowler out there. They can bowl 40 overs of spin at India now.
And I think we should look at the fact that he brought on Rahmat Shah means he's read the wicket, he's seen the situation. The other day Rahmat Shah bowled a beauty, but then didn't do anything after that. He knows he can trust him, but going to him and he's doing well means that you've got to say there's something with the surface that definitely is not a 350 surface. What are India thinking now?
I think India exactly are that. They're saying 210, 220, 225 with 5 overs to spare, and then maybe 10 and over, get to 275. I think 280, 290, they'd be very happy with under the circumstances.
Which is such a different game from the way we read it early on. That's the difference of being out there in the middle and seeing a few deliveries. India, a professional side, and I think the depth in the batting, even with one shot, will count with Hardik Pandya still to come. We'll wrap everything up on My 11 Circle presents Cricbuzz Live.